Hello, in this video I am going to talk about how to use session and session tracking with session configuration. Session tracking. A session refers to all requests a single client makes to a server. A session is specified to a user. For each user, a new session is created to talk all requests from that user. Every user has unique session identified by a unique session identifier. Session tracker enables the records loads balance ACD to limit the numbers of session organization for a particular client IP address in a given interval of time, limiting the session generation created by client IP address help preventing session based change of service attack. To configure session tracking, go to the Security Advanced Security page. Scroll the session tracking and click Edit the option column. You can specify following session protection option. New session count, maximum number of new session allowed per IP address range 1655535, default 10. Interval, time in second for which the number of session of the same client cannot exceed the new session count set in range 1 to 6000 seconds, default 60. Status, set on the enable session tracking. Session identifiers, the token type use the recognized session. Choose for the list or see configuration of session identifiers to added session identifier. Explain clients. List clients which are exempted for this protection. IP address range should be sparse by a multiple range, or IP address can be listed with separation. The list should not contain overlapping IP address range. When you have finished configuring these options, click Save. Configuration of session identifiers. Configuration session identifiers allows the bracket load balance ACD recognize session information in request and response. To create a new session identifiers, perform the following step. Go to Security Library page and scroll the session identifiers selection. Location describe the identifier and click Editors, or to edit a new identifier, click Edit Session Identifier. Enter or modify the session identifier name. This name will appear in the list or session identifiers from which you choose when you configure session tracking. Enter or modify the following session token permanent. Token name, token type, star delimiter, end delimiter. Newly added or editor session identifiers appear in the session identifiers list on the edit session tracking page on Security Advanced setting page in the session tracking session. The following examples show how enable the bracket load bracket ADC to extend the session ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from session identifier J session ID equal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Token name JSession ID, token type, parameter, star delimiter equal end delimiter slash. Session tracking. Session simple mean particle intervals of time. Session tracking of technically of maintained state of use, also known as session management, is serverless, so each time user requests to the server, the server treats that request as new request. Below figured depicts how to request the client considered as a new request. Now this is an image related to what I said. In order recognize the particle use, we need session tracking. Now let's move further and see one the technical of session tracking, i.e. cookies. I will now show them all once. Thanks for watching video.